Hey everyone. There's something that I thought about when watching the introductory video from the founder of the Teach Now program that kind of came to my mind in that one of the goals of Teach Now is to prepare you to walk into any classroom of seemingly any age group and you're ready to go. You feel confident, you feel secure that you are ready to teach those particular learners. And there's something that I thought about that I want to expand upon that in that I know for me, I've done a lot of ESL teaching, and if there's one thing that I can't stress enough to ESL teachers, and maybe not even just ESL teachers, even if you're doing other subjects, if you're in an environment, especially with people where you're speaking to them in their second language or they're multilingual learners, it's being able to grade language and getting a judgment on what level of language those particular learners have. So in my case, as an ESL teacher, if you're teaching young children, if you're teaching teenagers, if you're teaching preteens or even adults, it's important to find out what they know and what they don't know pretty early on in the class and being able to adapt to that. It seems pretty simple, but you would be surprised. A lot of teachers, I've seen teachers teaching young children and they're using languages well above the student's level. We used to have this thing when I worked at EF called the plus one, whereas you find the level of the students and then you just add a little and you just go a little bit higher. That way that way they can improve upon that. Because if you go at just their level, there's less room for improvement, and you're only kind of just placating to that level. It's almost like, for example, they always say if you want to get better at a particular sport, it's always better to play someone who's a little bit better than you, because that way you have room for improvement and you're not just playing someone at the same skill level as you. So I just think that's always something to keep in mind. I've seen this mistake happen time and time again, is that teachers don't know how to grade their students' language, and they don't know how to speak to the level of their students. So you really need to find, that's one of the first things you should do is, okay, who is my audience? It's that simple as who's my audience, what do they know, what don't they know, and really go back to the drawing board and then decide, okay, how can I approach this class? So just a quick tip, I think a very quick important tip for teachers, especially for those that are maybe teaching English to non-native speakers.